Hi, I'm Roland Ang and I'm an edutechpreneur, and I'm here to share about Dr. Richard Tang and his wife, Madam Yi King Hua, founder of TCM International and TTM International, who have instructed my company to produce a series of video production that will render over a year, involving many days of filming and editing to promote a series of events related to World Memory Championship and Singapore Memory Championship in 2016. Despite that my media company has done this production for Dr. Tang at a great discounted rate, he refused to pay at the end of the whole production and owed my company a total of $14,000. We are glad that despite Dr. Tang, who told things that were untrue during the tribunal court hearing, the judge was discerning enough to make a judgment to award us the full amount. However, despite the court has issued an order that Dr. Tang has to pay us after the court hearing, Dr. Tang still refused to pay up. And he claimed that the judge was wrong in his judgment. Now, $14,000 is not a lot of money. However, because of his lack of integrity that he has shown during the court hearing by slandering our work and person, we have decided to enforce the order after he has failed to pay up. We have engaged lawyers, bailiff, and even hired a legalized debt collector to help us to have a closure to this case, but still to no avail. He continued to speak those untrue things about our work to the debt collectors and eventually hide himself, and he's now nowhere to be found. Therefore, my advice to the people who know Dr. Richard Tang: be very careful when you are working with him. Unless he has paid up before the work commencement, otherwise he will find ways and means to get you to render your services for free eventually. So how did all these things happen? Now, I was an educator for 15 years, and I was awarded a Commendation Medal Award for my contribution to the education, by the Ministry of Education. And when I came out on my own, running my training consultancy and media company, I was very supportive to any other business people who were passionate about education and training. And it all started when I got to know Dr. Richard Tang, who was venturing into a big project, and that is to hold the World Memory Championship 2016 in Singapore. Now, I believe in him. And this project, because he used to be a director of St. John Ambulance, and he claimed that how much he has contributed to the organization. But after volunteering for him and this project, I began to think that he doesn't deserve any respect because of the way he managed things and the way he dealt with the volunteers. I really sympathize with him, alright, when he was suffering from a stroke halfway through the project. And he was also suffering from poor financial management. So I had to help him, to run the Singapore Memory Championship 2016. So as a chief arbiter, and it was successfully done. Now, despite of his poor management and finance, and also helped him with several events related to the World Memory Championship, and yet he has discredited me. Furthermore, after many of my friends and myself putting our heart and soul to help him with his project, when he couldn't do much, I began to realize his unethical way of managing people and his business. Hence, I've decided to take this opportunity to warn any businessmen or associations and friends who are unknowingly helping him, partnering him in any coming projects, or even try to protect him, not to be really, really careful in dealing with him. Do not be in my situation where after I've helped him in the World Memory Championship as a volunteer, spending every week of my time over a year, neglecting my own business, helping him to clinch, training program with the People's Association, Senior Academy, conducting this training for him, and witnessing how other business friends and partners who have helped him too, and he has not shown any appreciation. Even the loan he has gotten from me and my friends to set up his association for memory and brain development, he has not returned the money back to us. Instead, he will find fault with us, find fault with the people who has helped him, now including me. And so that he has excuses not to pay any one of us. This has embarrassed me greatly, as I've approached my business friend to help him when he was in many troubles, including his stroke suffering, and because we sympathize with him. But in return, my business friend were not appreciated, and worse, and being accused of poor services, which were unfounded, and end up not being paid properly. So my advice again, be careful when you work with Dr. Richard Tang from TCM International and TTM International. We suggest you consult with your lawyer or any references before starting any project with him. Many people have left him, working with him, including a few high-profile personalities. Now, I sincerely do not wish to see any more people becoming his victim. If you need to verify with any of these people who has helped him and ended up not being paid or appreciated, let me know. I can link up you with them so that you can chat with them directly and find it out for yourself.